Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another video. This will be Solo RPG Workshop 2. Now, I wanted to first say thank you to everybody who has subscribed. I'm currently at 300, which for me is a big milestone. It appears my channel is growing very fast in the past month, and that's very intriguing and also inspiring. So if you are a fellow solo RPGer who is maybe new to this, like I am, then welcome. I'm not sure if this is like building a community intentionally or not, but I'm just kind of doing this for fun. This is strictly a hobby. It's not paid. I'm not sponsored in any way. Um, and it's comforting because I am, as I've always said since last year, I'm an amateur at this, and this channel simply serves as my log for my experiences as I practice solo RPG also as a hobby. Now, in this workshop, I'm going to look at Mythic. I've had this for a few weeks, or a couple weeks or so. But this is not a review. This is not a tutorial. This is not a sponsor video. That I just bought this with my own funds, and I'm going to do an exploration. We're going to go through it, but I'm mainly going to go towards the end. I'm not going to look at the content in the first three-fourths because I'm intrigued by the other at the end of the book because that's where all the tables are. And I'm going to look through it, try to get inspired to see if I could use Mythic, the actual book officially for the first time, for the Lone Wolf, my Lone Wolf series, which is ongoing right now. So in the very back of the book, the creators were nice enough to give you a collection of all of their tables as kind of like a quick access. So it gives you everything you need. So we're working like manga style. We're gonna go from the right to left. Manga, however you want to pronounce it. We have a prepared adventure event focus table, adventure feature lists, key scenes record sheet, mid chaos fate check modifiers, low chaos fate check modifiers, mid chaos fate chart, low chaos. So this is my kind of juggle here with how I'm seeing using the fate chart. I prefer these kind of charts, this oracle, because the chaos factor concept throws me off. I don't know why. I really don't. I've tried it several times off camera. I have no idea why the chaos factor throws me off. And this isn't the actual fate chart. This is the different versions, the alternate versions. But the fate chart has a chaos factor, which allows you to really kind of shift the momentum of the possible answer. And that's great. That can be really good for people who want that uh, unpredictability. They want that chaos. So if it's a higher number, I guess it becomes more chaotic. If it's lower, it's less chaotic. Again, I might be misreading it, but I prefer this kind of chart. I use this with my own D100 Oracle, which is just a D100 dice. And I just say what I think. I ask a question, and I say if I don't know what the chances are, I say 50-50. If I say it's most likely, 75%. If it's more likely, uh, very likely 75 or higher. If it's somewhat likely, maybe 60% chance. Less likely, 25, 30, 40% chance. And, smaller, the less likely it's going to happen. But mine is kind of similar to this. So you have 50-50, and then you have impossible, and you have certain. So I do like this one out of all of them. But the chaos factor does give you an extra wrench in your tool set to drive your story and kind of throw that chaos or control it. Now, here are more discovery fate questions, thread discovery check, which I don't believe I'll be using a lot of these. This is fantastic for very heavy RPG, very heavy role playing games. I would believe, or you're playing an RPG that you have a lot of role playing involved. like down to the nitty gritty, which I try not to, but I have a tendency to sometimes slip into that realm. But this is a fantastic book for that in that respect. And I don't see myself using every single nook and cranny, but they say that in the book. You don't have to use every rule. Now, everyone's favorite part, the tables. We have elements. We have more elements. We have more elements. These are all different. Uh, these are all different columns. We have visions, dreams, undead descriptors, terrain, starship, even spell, sounds, smells, scavenging results, powers, plot twists. Let's try plot twists. So 14. Control. Okay. Controlling what? Let's say that it's a controlling a power, 57. Controlling increase. Okay, so I'm trying to control the power output. We have plot. We have objects. We have a noble house. There's a bunch of tables. Names, which are always great. Mutations, descriptors, magic items, locations, legends, gods. As you can see, these are descriptors in most respects. Force descriptors, dungeon traps, dungeon descriptors. So much cryptic. We have creature, more creatures, civilization, city, character traits, flaws, character skills, personality. There is just ongoing and going. It just keeps on going. Duracell battery at this point. But then we get to the descriptors 1 and 2, and then the elements, then actions. So let me grab, I don't think I have it nearby. Here it is, the one-page Mythic, which I'm not sure, I don't remember who made this, but I don't know if it's officially affiliated with the creators of one-page Mythic. I could be mistaken, but this can be found online. I think it costs a couple bucks. Again, it's been a while. I've had this for a while. I don't know. This is basically like a very compact version of Mythic, a very, very compact version, and it has all of these actions and descriptions. So I'm trying to see if there's any relation between the two tables. When we look at these descriptors, it looks like it does take some, but it really compresses it into a D100 list on both sides. So that's neat to know. You run an event focus table, fate questions, RPG rules. Then here's the fate chart. So this is the bread and butter this is like the core fate chart that the book is known for. And you have the full-on chart table here. Then further back we have the adventures and adventure journal list. Then we hit the actual summary of the book, and then we get the little summary and the actual contents of the book that people would love to read from. So it's a fantastic book. Again, I'm not reviewing it. I'm just stating my opinion. It's a pretty good book. There's a lot of detail. And I do have the first edition, but on digital PDF. I prefer to have a physical copy, so that's why I got this physical copy some time ago. Now, using this for my lone wolf, it's a possibility. Like, how does this compare to, let's say, the GM Apprentice cards? These cards are super convenient to have, but they are very stuffed. There's a lot of stuff on here, but there's a bunch of them. I have the whole deck. Let me show you guys the whole deck. I don't think I show the whole deck often, but these I think I got from Drive Through RPG. Like most of the stuff I have, but this entire deck, and they're double-sided. So you have randomness on both sides. So, and I lost the dang card that gives you a legend for what everything means, but there are some things that are labeled. But this is your oracle up here. There's your dice roller. There's your weather, I believe, symbols, senses, items, and then I think these are interactions, direction, names. So I've used these cards plenty. They're a good little quick go-to. While the Fate chart and the Mythic book is so much bigger, but it does take a little more time to roll through the pages and gotta find what you need, which is fine too. I think half the beauty of solo RPGing is going through the books, but you don't want to burden yourself with too many tables. Now, I do want to mention one more before I finish the video. Again, this video is just to mainly say thank you and talk about one page mythic in some tables, but commenter my last, don't recall if his workshop video or a recent comment I saw is, I think it was our first episode of Lone Wolf, is the table Fables 2. Now, let's close the old mythic. And I've gone through, I believe, Table of Fables 2 before. It's a great book, but I believe it is more situated for GMs. But you can obviously use this for solo play. But this has, I think that this is the best for items. There is this huge chapter in items, and it has so much, and quests. And quests. I won't forget to say that. But I'll show you. 7. So we have 7 is going to be adventures. There's all of these quests that are unique, and you can obviously modify it as you wish. Then you have wilderness travel, road encounters, a bunch of road encounters, landmarks. And because I'm trying to, fingers crossed, I'm trying to make Lone Wolf more mechanic and light on the role play, focused on dice rolling, pushing Basil through quest per episode, which recently it's been spanned. The Damaris quest has kind of spanned and spun off to another episode or two, but I'm kind of transitioning away from the heavy role play, to more focused on just theater the mind and using exploring tables and just seeing Basil improve. I could use this book because this book does provide a lot of content, when Mythic is fantastic for, I'd say, heavy role play. So this already gives you so much content you can use, and here's all the items. There's a bunch of stuff. And I do have the first book. This one is definitely is a huge improvement. So there's a lot. There's definitely a lot. So I do recommend it if you are looking for something, a good tool for GMs. But in my solid opinion, out of all the other books I have that I haven't shown you guys yet, my favorite Oracle will always be One Page Mythic. I've used this the most on top of my D100 because it has the simplified table that is basically baked into my mind, but it gives you the exceptional yes or no, which you can then spin off and go from here. So this will be my favorite, like hands down. Like, as this is my favorite, I also like to always, um, I always like to say that my favorite RPG is Maze Rats, but slowly Dungeon World is creeping in there because I've been using Dungeon World method of play, the Apocalypse system, uh, in fused with Maze Rats, my maze hack, essentially, I call it. So, yeah, that's really it for the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Again, the workshop videos are just kind of random, just me spewing stuff out, like just details and what I want to do moving forward, and things I'll forget as usual. But it's always fun to make these videos for you guys. I'm glad to see there's some activity on the comments as my videos get out there. So, until next time, and I'm hoping to make an episode for Lone Wolf tonight. Thanks for watching.